Hello everyone, how are you? I'm Ledak from lambonygames and today I'll be speaking English. Why? Because today I'll be having a special guest, Matt Aspland. Matt's an 18-year-old English YouTuber who makes Unreal Engine 4 tutorials to help both beginners and advanced game developers on their projects. So, hello there Matt, thank you for joining me today. How are you?
Hey Danny, I'm doing well, thanks. How are you doing today?
I'm fine, thanks. Just shave myself.
That's good.
Now, I've never done an interview, so I'll do it like those high school homeworks where you interview a fictional character or a real person. Have you ever done that kind of homework?
Sort of. We kind of did something similar in college where we interviewed other students to make a kind of pretend job interview.
Right. So, Matt, in a couple of weeks you'll be having your second game jam. How was the experience from the first one?
It was great. I was pleasantly surprised at the sheer quality of the games it produced, especially in such a short amount of time. It was great fun to watch from the sidelines and to play all the games at the end as well.
Do you think any of them have the potential to be a full game until they jam?
Oh, definitely. With a bit more polishing up, fixing the bugs and just advancing upon it a bit more, they will definitely have great potential.
And what are your expectations for the second one?
I think it'll be very similar. Some great games will be made and lots of people will hopefully learn a bit more and advance their knowledge, as well as, of course, having fun.
Do you have a theme yet?
I do, yeah.
Can we have a little begin?
I'm afraid not, no. It's strictly top secret at the moment.
Right, understandable, yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever participated in a game jam before?
I have, yes. In fact, I used to do quite a few things when I was first learning. They really helped me to understand different things and work on making my code as efficient as possible, especially in such a short time frame.
And how did you find that experience?
It was quite exciting, actually, because again, I was just happy to be doing something which I love in a kind of competition form, where it's not just a straight you win or you lose. It's all about having fun and the process of making the game.
Right. So what kind of game did you make?
I mainly made horror games, but the first ever game I made was a 2D side-scroller exploration type puzzle kind of game, and that one was in 48 hours as well.
And is it available for playing?
Unfortunately not, no. I've just kept it private for me to see because it's quite old, so it's not the best quality.
Right. Not long ago you hit 10k subscribers on YouTube. I remember I started following you when you were around 1 or 2,000, and I must say it was nice seeing you grow so much in such a short time. How do you feel about this?
Oh, thank you. I still can't believe it. I honestly never expected anything to come from it. So seeing us grow as a community so quickly, it means a lot to me. And this time last year, I didn't think this would be my job at all.
Will you be doing a special event when you hit 15 or 20k?
I hope so, yeah. I just don't know what it is yet. But I'm always open for suggestions, and I am going to think of one to do.
Right. Why did you start uploading videos to YouTube?
Well, I mainly started as just a hobby during the first lockdown. So I started at the beginning of April 2020, and I thought I had the knowledge here, so I may as well do something with it. And obviously people started watching, people enjoyed it, and I realised people did find it useful, so I may as well keep on doing it.
Right. And do you have a personal favorite from your videos, I mean?
That's a good question. I mean, sometimes I code something afterwards think that was really cool. For example, the grappling hook, although it may seem like a simple code on the surface, just getting the idea, thinking of how to do it, actually doing it, and then fixing any bugs, recording editing. I just love the whole process of doing it. So I wouldn't say I've got a favourite in particular, just everything I really enjoy.
Right. You just started a new series on how to make a shooter minigame. Do you think you'll make it into a full FPS, or are you sticking to just a short minigame?
I think at the moment I'm going to keep it as a short minigame, but in the future I might look into making it into a full game, or even maybe doing a proper course on how to make a third-person shooter or a first-person shooter. But again, that's just a thought at the moment.
Right. One of the most requested tutorials are multiplayer tutorials. I personally think it's not the right starting place for beginners. What do you think about it? Do you think beginners can make a good online game and make their way into a game dev career with little knowledge?
I think it is possible, yeah, but like you say, it's not the best starting point in my opinion. Because learning a new programming language is difficult enough, but learning replication at the same time just makes your life a little bit harder.
Right.
So I think the majority of people who quit learning game dev were trying to make an online game, so they're just doing too much at once.
Right. And speaking of game dev career, you are starting to become one, right? Once you graduate, how will your life change? Will you be joining a game dev company or are you staying indie?
Well, the plan at the moment is for some friends and I to start up our own company, which I think will be very exciting, quite good fun. But if that doesn't pan out, then I'll probably stay indie, because in my opinion, you get a little bit more creative freedom, whereas staying in indie companies rather than big AAA companies.
Right. Are you going to keep uploading to YouTube, or do you think you will be too busy making games?
Well, I hope so, but honestly, I have no idea, because obviously I'm quite busy at the moment, and who knows what next year is going to hold for me, because this time last year I didn't know this is where I'd be. So I hope to keep continuing doing videos, but maybe not as many or anything, but we'll have to wait and see. Only time will tell.
Right. So, now let's talk about some personal things. Do you own a credit card? What are the numbers on it?
What?
Sorry, autocorrect, am I right?
We are speaking to each other.
I couldn't think of any more questions and I need the video to be a little longer, so are you in a relationship?
Not right now, no.
Okay, do you play games?
Not as much as I used to, because again, I'm quite busy now. Although the good thing about doing a games design course is quite often my homework is to play video games, which is the dream for most people.
Right. What's that one game that you keep installing over and over again? My personal one is Skyrim. I play it, uninstall it, and a few months later I install it again because I see an Instagram post about it. What's yours?
For me, I think it would probably have to be Ark Survival Evolved. It's just the file size is so big that if I don't play it for a certain amount of time, I'll uninstall it. Then a couple weeks later, my friends and I want to play it again, and it's just a never-ending cycle of uninstalling, installing, uninstalling, installing.
Right. Now, tell us the truth. Are English people paid actors to speak in an accent? I assure you the Queen won't find out.
For legal reasons, I'm afraid I can't comment on that question.
Right. That's understandable. Don't worry. And to end this video, what advice will you give to beginners? About game development, that is?
I'd say to choose an area which you enjoy. For example, programming, modeling, art, music. There's so many different areas you can go into in making games. And there's no point spending hours learning something you don't want to do. Also, persistence and patience are key. Chances are you won't get it the first attempt, second, or even third, because different people take different lengths to learn something. So don't feel bad if someone else learns it in 1 month, but you still don't know at all what you're doing after 3 months. Just stick at it, enjoy it, don't give up. You can do anything you set your mind to. As cliche as it sounds, it's true. Just stay happy, healthy, and have a hunger for learning more.
Right, basically never surrender, right?
Yeah, that's exactly it.
Okay, so that'll be all for today's video. Thank you, Matt, for being here today. It's been an honor.
Thank you so much for having me. It's been a blast.
Make sure to follow Matt's channel if you want to start making games inside Unreal Engine 4. Follow him on social media, and I'm leaving his links in the description below. And while you're at it, make sure to follow me too. I made this video. Come on, I deserve some follows. Subscribe to this channel if you aren't yet to learn about game development in general. Remember when I told you I was working together with a friend to make a game from scratch? Well, Matt's that friend. Do you want to talk about the series?
Yeah, we can do. So we're essentially going to be talking about how to make a game all the way from the beginning all the way to the end, but not just specifics about Unreal Engine or Unity, more all the general processes behind it. So what you might go to college to learn, for example. So organizing, planning, team management, all the different stuff like that. So more general ideas of how to make a game.
Right, going through the creation of a GDD to package the publish a game project, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Do you know my gesture I make when I finish the videos? Like, bye.
Yeah.
This one.
Yeah.
Do you want to do it?
Yeah, can do.
Okay. So, see you tomorrow. I hope in a new video. Bye.
Bye.
Okay. Now I am recording.
That's good.
Let's start again. So sorry.
That's all right. It's good practice.
Okay.
It was great one to watch. It was great fun to watch from the sidelines, and if I can.
And do you think I'm just? Oh,